The rise in violent crimes has been a hot topic in Atlanta, with homicides since the pandemic started up 57%.
And we have some new numbers from APD. Violent crimes up 5% from March to November. And property crimes down 26%.
Check out the street racing stats, a whopping 884 citations since September. Police are not playing around. CBS 46's Jamie Kennedy has been going over the latest numbers presented by the city's interim police chief. Jamie, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Sean. Certainly a thorough look at those crime stats, and as well as how the Atlanta Police Department is doing, even showing that there are 59 more police officers that have left the force as opposed to last year, and certainly going over the homicide rate, troubled night spots that we're seeing more of, and of course, street racing. Shocking video shows the moment rapper King Von is shot and killed outside a nightclub. It's been an all too familiar scene this year in Atlanta.
We are seeing a 5% increase in violent crime, with homicides and aggravated assaults being the driving factors.
Presenting to the City Council on year-to-date crime figures, Interim Chief Rodney Bryant made special mention of troubled night spots in the city, including Deja Vu Sports Bar.
This is a location where we've had a number of incidences.
The latest just this morning, where 2 people were shot, leaving 1 dead. Street racing got its own section. The chief saying since the crackdown began in September, over 800 citations have been handed out. Overall, since the start of the year, Zone 2, which includes Buckhead, has been the spot where officers have handed out the most citations. For a while now, both authorities and communities have been complaining about the lack of laws there for authorities to enforce on street races. Police saying some of the laws that are in place, such as excessive exhaust noise, as much as they'd like to enforce them, they aren't enforceable.
In that legislation, it requires us to be able to listen and hear the sound from a specific distance. I want to say it's about 300 feet. It additionally requires us to be able to do a physical evaluation. The officers that we are having on the street just don't have the ability to get up under a vehicle.
Now, council members asked the interim police chief if he could look at, out of those 884 citations for street racing, how many repeat offenders there were, so they're going to look heavily into that. The interim police chief was also quizzed about where these street races are coming from, and he said it's here in the city that they are being found, only a small number being found outside of the city. And also in terms of the homicides, Zone 5, which is here in the heart of the city, well, that has seen the most increases. Live in Atlanta, Jamie Kennedy, CBS 46 News.